back to Mindfulness Academy. In today's video, we'll be discussing about Stoicism and some of the principles of Stoicism and how you can live a better, happier and a more satisfied life if you follow these principles.
Everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see matter of fact.
For those of you who have no idea at all about what Stoicism is, I'll just explain it in very brief and later I'll get on to the different principles of Stoicism, alright? So, Stoicism is a very ancient philosophy or a school of thought which was first developed in Greece and later it gained prominence in Rome. And Marcus Aurelius, this guy's head pops up everywhere whenever you search about Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius, Zeno, Epictetus, these were some of the philosophers who were involved in the development of Stoicism. Alright. Now, there is a misconception about Stoics or the people who follow Stoicism that they are very dead inside or they don't really express things or that they're emotionally numb. Okay, it's not that they're emotionally numb, it's just that they're emotional masters. And once we go through these different principles of Stoicism, you will also understand how these Stoics have become masters of their emotions. One of the principles is to live virtuously and to avoid vices. Now, what are these virtues? What are these vices? So, virtues include wisdom, courage, justice, and having temperance. So, Stoicism really emphasizes the importance of living a life where you're doing the right thing, okay? You're treating others with fairness and kindness. You're being in this state of justice. Also, you have control over yourself and your desires, okay? You're not going in for excessive amount of anything. You always maintain that moderation and you always maintain a balance and harmony in your life. We have a quote in our native language that even if you take honey, even if you take the elixir of life in excessive amounts, then even that turns out to be poisonous. So take everything in moderation. Do not go over the board with anything. Another thing is not to react impulsively or suddenly if some challenges or problems or certain unexpected events come up in life. Do not feel like your life is being shaken, okay? Don't feel that shattering kind of feeling. Just stay grounded and try to look at the problem with a rational mindset. They really give importance to rational decision making, okay? Not taking decisions just solely based on your emotions. If you do that, then there can be instances where you might regret it, okay? Not every instance, but some situations you might regret it, that you just emotionally reacted and suddenly took some decisions and suddenly did something and in the end it's all messed up. Now, vices include all the opposite of whatever I discussed under virtues. So, this includes being foolish or taking impulsive decisions or just reacting suddenly to things, all those, and not having courage, being a coward, or doing things which are not really right. You know it is not right, and still you're going and doing it, okay? Injustice. Also, taking things in excessive amounts. So try to avoid these vices. At some point in your life, you might look back and you might regret or you might feel bad that you did these things. So try to avoid these and try to live a more virtuous life. Another principle is about detachment. Detaching yourself from external validation or other people's opinions about you or your life. We spend too much time in thinking about what will others think, what will they think, what will these people think if I do this certain thing in my life. In reality, nobody is thinking too much about you, okay? They have their own stuff, they have their own issues, they don't have time to think about you. You don't even get calls, bro. It's either your mom or Geo asking you to recharge your mobile. Do what you love, do what you want to do, okay? What is your inner you asking you to do? Do that. Don't give a lot of flowers or time or energy to the opinions of others or anything outside of yourself, okay? I mean, if it is good, if it is helpful, take it in, but again, ultimately, it's your decision if you want to do it or not, okay? It's up to you in the end. Every day, we wake up with a limited amount of energy and key flowers. So really be aware and be conscious of where you're spending it. And this leads us to our next principle, that is the principle of being mindful. All right. So mindfulness is just that you're being aware or you're being more conscious about things around you. Okay. Everything. Okay. Even if you're just simply eating, You're not simply putting food into your mouth, you're actually being aware of every particle of your food, and you're really focused on that one thing in that one moment. Okay, mindfulness is just, it's just like being in a park. You're sitting in a park and you're just observing every passerby. You're not going and you're not reacting. Okay, you're just observing and people are just passing by. Okay, so do the same with your thoughts. Even if some thoughts come into your mind, if it is positive, great. If it is something harmful to you or to others, or some sort of negative thoughts, then just observe it and just let it go. The problem comes in when you're attaching yourself to it. Okay, this one thought is coming in and you're holding on to it, you're catching it, and then it doesn't go. Okay, even if you ask it to go, it doesn't go, it just keeps coming back, or the intensity keeps increasing. So just observe it, just leave it, just let it be. Stay here, step back, just observe it, and it'll go. Another principle is realizing that everything in reality is just actually neutral. Okay, it is your own mind, your own perceptions, your own beliefs that is labeling things as good or as bad. Okay, in actuality, in reality, everything is neutral. So suppose something really bad happened, all right, some problem, some event, something happened in your life, and you're really low and feeling sad and depressed about this one thing, all right. But 10 years later, you're in a much better place. You learned some lessons from that. You grew up and you're in a very amazing place. And when you look back, when you reflect back and think about that same situation, you think to yourself that, wow, I'm really happy. I'm just really grateful that that thing happened, that that event happened in my life. If that hadn't happened, then 10 years later, I wouldn't be here in this much better place. So now here, what changed? Did that situation itself change? No, nothing changed. It's just the way you're thinking about it. That is what changed. So ultimately, it's all the way we see it, we perceive it, and we are the ones giving meaning to everything around us. Another principle is to remember that we all die one day. We all have to leave this earth one day. So whatever you're having right now, be grateful for it, and how much ever time you're having, spend it on the things that you want to do, that you really love doing. Okay, in the end, when you're on your deathbed or when you're like really old, don't feel those regrets that you were not able to do certain things, or that you were not able to tell certain things to certain people. Don't wait for that one moment where you're finally having that terrible life threatening illness or some big problem or issue where like you have no way out. Don't wait for that moment to happen. Okay, even before that, start working on your damn self. Okay, from now, start working on yourself, start focusing more on yourself, prioritize yourself, value yourself, value this life that you have, value the life that you have within yourself and outside yourself. Prioritize yourself, take care of yourself, because you're going to die one day. Alright, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Do let me know your feedback or any sort of comments down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
'Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny.